Okay, so today we have tried to record 2 other times, and it has not exactly worked real good. It is Thursday, the 16th. I'm going to start out by saying a couple reminders. Number 1, in y'all's mind, is that tomorrow's picture day. Okay, that's a biggie. That's the day that we really do like yearbook pictures, and the pictures are from what I call your shoulder up type picture. Okay. The second thing is that we will do a multiplication 5-minute fast fact test, just like last time, but it'll be, it's 5 minutes, and it's only worth 25 points. So our goal is just to see if we're getting better at it. Okay, that's our main thing. The last thing is a quiz that is, I think, 50 points. And it is on add, subtract, and multiply, and divide. Basically, this math workshop, we're starting out class like we always do with math workshop. And the math workshop is a great review for what's on tomorrow's test. So, here we go. Let's look. Trying to find my paper, but obviously not doing real good. I'm looking, but that's okay. We can just rework them out. Here we go. Okay. There it is. Take that back. Okay, so here we go. Try to show them. So, on Math Workshop, they were just given a few minutes, about maybe 5 minutes, maybe a little longer. Okay. Okay, so here are the 3 Math Workshop questions for today. It's kind of silly, but here we go. So, 3,300 times 24. Okay, check each row. I got 79,200. Everybody see that one? That one, you kind of have to check it by row. Now, a lot of kids were like giving me this answer, but forgetting to finish it. You want me to work? I mean, I can work it out if you want me to. I just kind of showed it. You want me to? Okay, so. It's okay. So, I'm going to try it right here. We're going to see how this goes, but give me 1 second. I'll probably end up messing up the whole recording thing again, but that's okay. We're all learning. Technology is our friend. Ha-ha. Okay, so. Here we go. So, number 8. I'm going to work it out right here. Okay. It is 3,300 or you can say 3,300 times 24. Okay. And it is 0, 0. 3 times 4 is 12. 3 times 4 is 12 plus 1 is 13. Okay. I'll put a placeholder before I go to the 2. 2 times 0, 2 times 0, 2 times 3, 2 times 3. And then add it all up. A little bit? Okay. So you're just checking the rows, checking the steps. The second one, number 9, was subtraction. It should have been a little easier. This is your answer right here. 7,745. Okay. Don't look at this yet. 7,745. Okay. I'm trying to give you a hint here. Tomorrow on subtraction, please double check your work. Take your answer. Take the bottom number and add them together and make sure that it matches what's on top. Subtraction is something that you can get right pretty easily, if you double check it. Usually what will happen is if you miss it and you find out you missed it, you can go back and say, oh, I see what I did wrong. So if you'll check it on a quiz or a test, that'll help a lot. Okay, so that help with that. I'm seeing it? Okay. Okay. And number 10. Okay. I got 453 and then 14 22s. I I did simplify 14/22s by 2 because they're both even. So I put 2 into 14, 7, and 2 into 22, 11. Okay, listen, if you can make it to that answer right there, if I can write on this thing, this one, I am good. Okay? If you think you know how to simplify it, go for it. Okay, just leave me both answers. Are we good on that one?
Yeah.
Just takes some work. I mean, it takes some practice. Okay, if you are done with these, I'm going to leave them up for a second, but if you're done, get out last night's homework. It was 10 questions.
Did you divide that by 2 to get 7 11?
Yes, because the top and the bottom are both divisible by 2. Does that help a little bit?
So that first I thought you did by 7.
And then that one doesn't do 7. Weird questions today. Basically, I've run out of time in almost every class between the intruder drill and recording. So what I'm going to do is do it for another participation grade. As I go over this, I'm going to kind of walk up and down the aisles. And then next week, going to hit it hard on the whole grade and homework thing. Meaning for an actual you did it right or wrong answer. The one thing with this, I am hoping that last night on that homework, you eventually got my text that had 1 through 5 on it. Okay. I sent out a remind, and the first one had the video. The second remind I sent out said it had the answers to 1 through 5. To be honest, I forgot to attach the answers, okay? We were going through open house, and I realized it, and so basically after open house, which was kind of late, I sent out the rest of the answers, okay? For 1 through 5, just 1 through 5. So my goal was for you, a lot of math, all it is making sure we're building some confidence. Listen, I want you to be able to walk out of here with some problems and say, yeah, I got it. Okay? So, this is 8th period, like we did some of these in class, we didn't make it to many. So check number 1, 3,402. A lot of you, I checked that one in class, but y'all know I ran out of time. Okay, 3,402. Get on that one? Okay. Number 2, a little more difficult. The answer is 198,900. If anybody wants me to work it, I will. Kind of check it by row. I'm gonna make it a little bigger here so y'all can see it. Did everybody get done with 1 okay? Yes? Okay. If anybody needs it, tell me. Okay, here we go. Number 2, a little bit larger so y'all can see it. 198,900. Good on that one? Okay. We go to number 3 then. Number 3 was a little odd or a little bit harder. But I want to point out something. When you do the doodle work, leave it there. Do you see on my 36 tables? I don't know my 36 tables, but I just left them there. Yes?
Can we go back to number 2?
Yes. Yes. There's number 2. It's okay. So just look at, start with this row. On this row, on the top row, did you get 39780? Okay, so look at the next row. Did you get 159120? Okay, and it's lined up kind of like mine? Okay, so going down, that means if everything's there right up here, the only thing you might have missed is some addition down here. Maybe forgot to carry and add it into the next column. Could be. What'd you make it?
18,000.
So you made this 9 and 8? Okay, so listen, I can tell you right now what you did. Most likely when you carried that 1 right there, you just forgot to add it in when you added straight down. A lot of times we just forget to mark it. We forget to put it there. Listen, but because, like, I now know you know how to do this. You just missed it by 1 number. Show your work, and that's kind of what I call get in your brain a little bit and help you get through it, okay? Awesome, awesome. Okay, I'm going to go back to number 3. Like I said, it was a little more difficult, but at least it ended in a whole number. Yes, go ahead. Totally. Here we go. Would love to. Listen, let me see. 1,728 divided by 36. Now make sure I write it right. Here we go. 1,728?
Yeah.
Okay. Divided by 38.
Yeah.
Okay. So, we
36.
Okay.
36.
Tell us the end of the day. Here we go. 36. Okay. So 36. I'm thinking I've got to make groups of 36. So can 36 go into 1?
No.
No. So we'll put a 0 up there. Can 36 go into 17?
No.
Okay. We'll make that look like a little better 0 there. Okay. Now, I've got to guesstimate, as I call it, whatever, how many 36 go into 172. Now, I'm going to kind of show you how my brain works, not that it's always working right, but 36 is about 40, right? And 2 40s make 80. 3 40s would be about 120. So I know it might be 4. So over here on my scratch paper, and listen, I know y'all think I remember these answers, but so far I have that. I have 36 times 4 is 144.
Yep.
I don't know if it's close enough. So what I'm going to do is go over here and jot 36 times 5. Because I don't want to assume and write it wrong on my paper. Now I know for sure which one I want. I want for sure this one times 4. Okay? Because the 144 is going to leave me with a number down here that should be smaller than 36. That's the whole key to this. Make sure that whatever you get down there is smaller. I'm going to do some borrowing. Let's see, 8. And then there's a 2. So 28. 28 is smaller than 36. I'm good to go. Okay, next step. Bring down
The 8.
the 8. Okay, I'm going to bring it down. Now, this isn't cheating. It's called using your resources. Listen, I've already got this. If I didn't have this there, I may have to rework times 5 again. But because I have times 5, and I know I got to get from 180 all the way to 288, I know 5 and 6 aren't going to work. I'm going to jump up and maybe try 7. I don't think 6 for sure. 7's 6 times 7 is 42. Okay.
You can go higher.
Okay, so I'm still wondering, I'll be honest. I hate to walk in front of you guys. My handwriting will be atrocious if I don't. Okay, so the key is this. When you do this one, if you put 7 as your number up there, when you get done subtracting, you probably had 36 left over. You don't want that. If you've got 36 left over, you need to go in one more time. So that's why I did the 8. I'm going to put the 8 up here. And I get 288, which makes the remainder 0. Okay, and listen, leave all this math in case whatever over here, maybe you tell me this is 287. If that's your only mistake on your whole paper, but you're showing me that division and subtraction and all that, I might only take off 2 points instead of taking 10 off. So leave this here. Leave it close to it because it's like me getting in your brain and figuring out what you did wrong. Okay? Does that help a little bit? A little bit? Okay. So, I'm going to try this. We don't know how this is going to go, so that's okay.
Why does it take off 10 points?
Well, all the problems, if we were doing like a 100-point test, it's kind of hard to explain, but on a 100-point test, a lot of times there are not enough problems, like there's not a ton of problems, and so, having a moment on what I just did there. So, they might be 10 points each, because we only do like 10 questions, 15 questions, that kind of thing. 10 points each, I mean, that would hurt, because, you know, if you just miss subtraction on every problem, you know, one little step. So, we try to do partial credit when we grade it, which helps your grades. But if you don't show me work, I can't give you partial credit. So, okay, here we go. So, number 4, look at this thing. We've got the answer 112 and 7/21, which simplified to 112 and 1/3. Okay. Take some work. Listen, take this same problem, write it on scratch paper tonight, and work it out and see if you can get the right answer. Same thing with that last one. That's how you practice for math. Okay, this is number 4.
Oh, I think simplified it.
Didn't, and that's fine. If you got 7/21, I'm good. We're good. Okay, number 5. We got some multiplying. Here we go. The answer is 3,796. Good on that one? Yes.
Yes.
Work that one out. Okay. 1 second. I'm trying to think how to do this. Okay. 292 times 13. Okay. 292. Whoops, that didn't work. Okay. 292 times 13. Okay. So the first row is the 3s. 3 times 2, 6. 3 times 9, 27. 3 times 2, 6. Sorry. I know. 1 second. I don't know what I'm doing here at this point. And 3 times 2 is 6. Plus 2. Okay. 1 second. Okay. Now let me go back and check with all that. 3 times 2 is 6. 3 times 9, 27. 3 times 2 is 6, plus 2 is 8. Good on that row? Mm-hmm. Okay. Placeholder. 1 times 2 is 2. 1 times 9 is 9. 1 times 2 is 2. 6, 9, and 3. So 3,796. Okay.
The next problem is 2,007.
Now, I'm hoping this works. Here we go. We're going to go back to checking these. Now, here we go. Look at number 6. This is one that I did not send out last night, so I know you don't have it. Here we go. 153,065. So check your math going across. I even missed it the first time. It should be 13915. 13 or 1 second. It might be. No, it's a 9. 13915.
I got 13965.
So look at this one. Okay, I'm gonna kind of go. Let me try this. I'm gonna try to go over it and just see if you can see it. Okay, watch as I work it out. Here we go. 5 times 3 is 15. So I'm gonna put this 5. Carry the 1. 5 times 8 is 40. Plus 1 is 41. There's a 1. There's a 4. 5 times 7. 35. Plus 4 is 39. And then 5 times 2 is 10. Plus 3 is 13. Then the key is, if you didn't put this placeholder, everything's lined up wrong. So you put the placeholder right here. Then it's a 5 again, and a 1, and a 9, and a 3, and then there's a 1 sticking off. Because they're both 5, so it's the same 2 rows. It's just you've got to have that placeholder. It's going to be all messed up. So in the end, it's a 5, a 6, a 0, a 3, a 5, and a 1. Okay? Okay, the next one. We have a division question. Okay, you can see on my doodle work. Final answer was 12 and 16/17. 12 and 16/17. Number 7, 12 and 16/17. Do this one. 6. Okay, there it is. Give me 1 second. Okay. Let's speed it up a little bit. Okay, on number 7. I'll try it with a different. Well, I guess it would. I'm being silly. I'm trying it with the different colors so I can see if it'll show it better. Okay, so number 7 here. Okay. Basically, I did this. I said, can 17 go into 2? No. So I'm going to put a 0. Can it go into 22? Yep. 1 time, right? So I put the 1, the 17. Now, be careful. Some of you are just doing 7 minus 2 and telling me it's 5. But it's really borrowing. So some of you had 15 right here, but you got to borrow. It does give you a 5 here, but nothing's there. Okay? 5 is smaller than 17, so I'm good to go. There is a 0, so I'm going to bring the 0 down. I see that 17, probably more than once, so twice is going to work. I'm going to do times 2 is 34. And once again, borrowing. I may not always show it, but I'm borrowing in my head. I'm saying 10 minus 4 is 6, and 4 minus 3 is 1. 16, it doesn't look right, but 16 is smaller than 17. So you're doing it right. Okay? So 12 and 16/17. Is that good? Worked? Okay. Can you see it better back there with this thing? Okay. So number 8. This is a pretty big one too. It had a bunch of steps. It is 220,430. 220,430. Bunch of steps. If you have to, grab the past one. Okay. Number 9. Little odd one here with a weird remainder. Okay. Move it up a little bit. Number 9. I got 356 and 6/9. That's the official answer. 6/9. 356 and 6/9. This is the simplified answer. So if you knew that 3 went into it, you might have gotten 356 and 2/3. Yes. Good question. Yes. So they chose the 3. You see the little 3s. This is kind of like what's going on in our brain. We're dividing that by 3, and we get a 2. It goes in 2 times. And then divide by 3, and it goes in 3 times. The key is you're going to want to find the same number on top and bottom. Okay? That's why I'm not grading for simplifying yet, because we've not had like a huge lesson on it. But a lot of you already know how to do it, simplify or reduce, whatever you want to call it. So give me, like, if you want to do this, that's great. Give me both answers, just in case you simplify wrong. Okay? Yes?
How'd you get the 5? How'd you get the 5? Like,
The 5 is going with that. 5 times 9 is 45.
like the 51, but like the 5, but I'm,
Oh, you got to borrow right
Yeah.
here.
yeah.
So now you can't do 1 from 5. So you got to borrow from the 5,
Mm-hmm.
make it a 4, and that is really officially an 11.
So the 5 has to be 11?
It's 11 minus 5, which is 6.
Yeah.
So, okay. We don't always show our borrowing, okay? But I do. This one isn't mine, but we were working. I don't know. Every teacher, it seems like we've worked them. The last one, good old number 10 here. Okay. Number 10, can't get the paper straight. Okay, is 15,147. Okay, now I'm going to leave this up here for a second. Listen, tonight or today, whatever you want to call this, right now, we're going to do as much as we can of this study guide. But what we have left is unfortunately homework or practice work for tonight, and then it is due tomorrow. I'm hoping, let's hit this hard right now and get done with as much as we can. Start, I'm going to let you pass them back. Start with number 1, then we'll kind of check it. Just a few seconds.
Oh, you gotta study right.
Start number 1. Okay, so we are now working on the study guide review. It looks like this. We're going to, basically most classes have gotten to number 6. 8th period might be a little different, but we're trying. Here we go. So, starting out with this one, I'm going to put 29 as my divisor, and my dividend will be 1,769. Okay, so talking it out. Here we go. Can 29 go into 1? No. Can it go into 17? No. How many times do you think 29 goes into 176?
6.
6? Okay. So I'm going to use y'all's math, and I'm going to work it out over here real quick. Okay. I got 174. That definitely would work, because that's as close as we can get. So 174. I do 6 minus 4 is 2. Bring down the 9. Can 29 go in 29?
Yes.
One time. Good. I hear some confidence there. Yay. Okay, so the first one was just 61. No remainder. Good to go. Everybody good on that one? Okay. Number 2. I'm going to go to that one. Got a few kids still fixing up number 1, so I'm kind of scooted just a little bit. Okay, so number 2. It is 43 going into 3,052. Okay, so can 43 go into 3? Nope.
No.
30?
No.
Nope. How many times do you think?
9.
Okay. I'm going to do this. I'm going to say 43 is about 50. And there's 2 50s and 100. And I need 300.
7.
6 or 7. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go over here and I'm going to jot down 43 times 6.
7.
And I got 258. And I really don't know. Like, I don't know off the top of my head, and I don't want to assume that's right. So I'm going to go over here and do 43 times 7. And I got 301.
That's the first one.
So which one should I use? 7. You got it. So I'm going to go over here. I'm going to put a 7 above the 5. And it should be 301. And I have 4 left over. So bring down the 2. Now, this is where I usually please look. You have an empty spot right up here. You've not finished this problem. I realize, can 43 go into 42? No. It can't. I only have 42 apples, so I can't make a group of 43. So I'm going to put a 0. Now, I do subtraction because 0 times 43 is 0. And I have 42 left over. Is there anything left to bring down? No. So my answer is 70 and 42 43s or 43rds. And it does not simplify. Okay? Just kind of takes some work to get through that.
Wait, how do you recognize that it cannot simplify?
That one I just kind of know. You're looking for, is there a number that goes into the top and the bottom? And I know 42, 6 and 7 does, but 6 and 7 doesn't go into 43. So I'm just in my brain kind of trying different numbers. Yes?
On number 5, I think you forgot how to add. I don't know why, but you go down how to add.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. No, go up and down. Go up and down. Okay, number 3. Here we go. Check your number 3 if you're ahead of me. Here we go. I have 230 times 44. I have a 0 and a 12 and a 9. Okay. Now I'm going to do a placeholder. 4 times 0 is 0. 4 times 3 is 12. And then I have a 9 again. So, my final answer is 10,120. 10,120. Okay, if you are first bell, listen, we got to finish this thing. Check my video in a little bit. Check my video. Okay? The rest of you, keep going. Here we go. We're going to do the next one. Okay? Since all my videos, I don't know if they worked or not. Here we go. Number 4. Listen, only first bell will be packing up. The rest of you, keep working with me. Yes?
What was the answer
Number
number 3?
3, 10,120. Got it? Okay. So here we go. Number 4. When I find the screen, there we go. Okay, the number is 4,584 times 8. It's okay. I'm going to give them a second. I put it, is it down here? Look right on the one we cast. Uh-huh. Okay. Good.
The last picture was part of these.
Good. Yes, they were.
I finished up my work.
Yes, be checking it when you get back there. Okay, so let's keep going. Number 4, here we go. Check your work. Someone's already in the restroom. Please, give it just a second. Here we go. 8 times 4, 32. 8 times 8, 64. Plus 3. 67. Okay. 8 times 5. Woo! It is 40 plus 6. 46. Good. We're going to put a 6. We're going to carry a 4. 4 times 8. 32. Plus 4. 36. So, that answer is 36,672. You good on that one? What's wrong? Talk to me, guys. Uh-huh. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Right there. That's okay. okay. It's just, I think you might have had it lined up wrong. It's okay. Okay, we're going to do number 5 now. Here we go. That one's adding. Definitely should be our easy one. I got 1,769 plus 29. Check your math. Should be 18 with a 9, with a 7, with a 1. So 1,798. And then number 6 is a subtraction one. Okay. 12 minus 9. Can't do 4 from 7. This is where I need you to be super careful, okay?
Oh, yeah, this is tricky.
Yeah, because you can't borrow from a 0. So you've got to go to the 3, make it a 2, and that is a 10. It starts out as a 10, guys. Okay. Now I can borrow from my neighbor because he finally has 10 apples. His 10 apples, if I take one from him, he has 9, and that 4 is a 14. It's kind of weird. You can't like skip around. So 14 minus 7, 7, 9 minus nothing, 9, 2 minus nothing, 2. So your final answer is 2,973. Listen, you can always check your work on subtraction. I know you don't want to, but listen, if it's worth some points, you want to. Watch. Take the bottom answer. You got your answer, 2,973. Add to it 79 and make sure you get that number on top. That is the same as that. I'm just triple checking my work. Okay? To check subtraction is easy. Like, I mean, it's addition. It's kind of weird, like, if you miss it. Okay? Now, we're going to talk through these last 3 if you're still in here. If you're not and you bell rings, go for it. I'm just kind of going on with my story. Here we go. Number 8 talks about Sandy. Go ahead. Thank you. Perfect. Second bell. Second bell. I'm just trying to use all my time wisely if you get my drift. Second bell. Yes. Good catch. Good catch. Okay, and what I'm going to do is finish recording this and then y'all can check it when you get home. Yes?
I just have a question. Were you ever a science teacher?
My first year teaching, but not even at this school. You good? It's okay. Okay, so the last 3. The first one's honestly the easiest one, probably on the whole page. It says, Sandy decided to sell all of her old books. She gathered up 47 books to sell. She sold 17 books in a yard sale. How many books does Sandy now have? Y'all know, what kind of math is that? Subtraction. So 47 minus 17, she has 30 books left to sell. Very good. Make sure you at least give me the word books, okay? Give me something so I know what you're talking about. Good on that one? Okay. The next one, the way I keep talking about it is, think about it as like, I have a pile of 105 boxes of tissue. Like, over there. And I need to put them on all my desks. 29 desks. What kind of math is that? Division. So, if I divide 29 into 105, okay, I can, it doesn't go into 1 and it doesn't go into 10. How many times? 3. Okay. Okay, so 3 was 87. Got to do some borrowing. 15 minus 7 is 8. 9 minus 8 is 1 because of the borrowing. And then nothing. So I want you to think about this. It is 3 boxes on each desk. Like each person or each kid gets 3 boxes. not showing up. Let me make it bigger. Okay, so, but here's the deal. What does 18 mean?
The tissue that is left over.
Okay, so they're leftovers, right? There's not enough groups. So if we really ask the question, how many boxes did each kid bring? 3 boxes. Now we could say 3 and 18 29ths, but it's kind of weird. Like we don't usually say the fraction. So I would say 3 boxes or this. I would take either answer. They're both good. Okay?
So
Yes.
we're doing decimals, so if we did decimals, would we do the decimal and then break down the zeros?
Zeros, yep. And we'll do that very soon. The last one. I love this. 2-step math problem. It's not that hard if you just slow down and think about it. Okay. Now, and this is a good thing to learn because honestly, we usually all get paid by the hour sometime in our life. Okay? Think about this girl. Sally earns $12 an hour cleaning houses, but doesn't work on Saturday or Sunday. Okay? If she works from 8 to 2, how much money will she make in a week? Now, let's think about this. How many days a week does she work? 5, because she doesn't work Saturday and Sunday. Okay, so she works 5 days. But my question is, how many hours a day? Y'all say it. 6, right? Because between 8 and 2, it's 6 hours a day. Go ahead. So how many? What kind of math should we do? I guess.
I didn't have vision and multiplication.
Okay.
I did the vision and multiplication. The vision?
Okay. Now
No,
listen.
not the vision. I did vision.
Okay. So first we could do. We need to add it up. It's 6 or multiply it. But 6 times 5 is 30. That's telling me that's hours in a week. Now I want you to think about it. In 1 week. But here's the question. They're not asking for how many hours did they work. How much money would she make? So what's the next step in the math? Go for it. What one? 30 times 12. That's right, because 12 is the money amount. Okay? Doing this math, let me see here. I get 360 what? Dollars in a week. Yes, that is how much money she makes in a week.
I just did my
A lot of word problems, it's going to be figuring out what each number means. Okay? Okay? It's multiplying the 2 numbers and then multiplying what you get times the other number. And making sure you realize that between 8 and 2 is 6 hours. Everybody good? Tonight, finish this if you haven't already through number 10 and be ready to show it to me tomorrow. And then the 2 quizzes. Thank you.